Back to the final video on how to configure your ASUS ROG Rapture GT AX11000 router for your Simply Broadband connection. In this video we're going to be going over how to reboot, how to factory reset, then also how to backup and restore from the admin panel. So first things first, as always, open up a web browser and head over to the default gateway, and so that's going to be at 192.168.50.1. And as you can see, we're going to be welcomed to this Welcome to ASUS router page. So we're going to click there to continue, and then we're going to press yes. So that'll take us to this admin sign-in page, and so sign in with your admin credentials. And then once you're on this home page, the first thing we're actually going to do is a reboot. And so if you look up here in the top right corner, there should be a little cog symbol. So we can, as you can see, it says reboot the system. So if we click on here, it's going to come up with a warning. If we press OK, the router will go through a full reboot. And so that's basically, it'll power off and then power back on. For the sake of this video, we're not going to do that, but just know that it's a bit of a two-step process. So you have to click it once and then you have to click OK. Next, we're going to be going over the factory reset, the backup, and the restore section. And so for this, we want to head to Advanced Settings and then click into Administration. And as you can see, there are a few options available up here, but we're interested in the Restore/Save/Upload setting header. So click on that, and as you can see, we have three options available to us. So we're going to start with Save Setting. Basically, save setting, what that will do is it will save a configuration file to your hard disk. Basically, that means your current router configuration settings will be saved, so that in the future, if you, per se, ever needed to do a factory reset, you can actually sign into this admin panel and come directly to this page, and then you can use the restore setting to upload that configuration file. And that configuration file will basically set up your router to exactly how you had it when you saved that file. So this will just remove the need to do any manual configuration. So especially if you have something, some very specific configuration settings set up, this is a nice way to kind of avoid having to go through all that manual process. And now, moving on to the most important setting in this section, which is the factory default or the factory restore. Basically, this will remove all configuration data back to factory defaults, which means you will need to completely reconfigure your router in order to get yourself back online. So if we click this one, just like the reboot, it actually comes up with that extra warning saying, are you sure you want to continue? And so we're going to press OK, and as you can see, it's going to apply these settings, and it's going to come up with this loading screen. We need to wait for this to be completely done before we even try to get back into the admin panel, otherwise it's not going to work. So we'll wait for this and we'll come back once it's finished. Once it comes up to this section now saying completed, what you can do is just open up a new tab and search up the IP address again. So that's 192.168.50.1. As you can see here, it's redirected us back to this page. So if we click here to continue, click yes, we're going to get this connection is not private. Click advance and go proceed. And as you can see, we're back at that quick setup from the very first video. And so thank you for watching.
Thanks for calling us. How can I help?